the Bronx Terminal Market fire in a commercial building. Bronx to 26. 3. 4. Drop this down to an 18. 374. Bronx attention, engine 71, ladder 55. Respond telephone alarm box 2243. 610 Exterior Street at the Bronx Terminal Market fire in a commercial. 71 and 55. Ladder 55, 10-4 responding. 71. 1, 10-4, we're responding. Bronx Battalion 26. 2 calls at this time, Chief. Alright, 7. 57 Signal Box 2260, Exterior Street, East 157th Street for a tractor trailer on fire. Battalion 14. Battalion 14, just got another call for reporting the back of the building on fire. And we also have a 57 signal out on exterior and 157 for a tractor trailer. Battalion 14, kick. Fusion 2 and 2. One Battalion 14. You both visible fire knocked down. For a fire on top of the trailer.
Special unit.
Alright guys, this was this fire that they were talking about, tractor trailer and fire in the back of a building and pallets. They're putting water on it. They put the main body of fire was knocked down. Let me see what's left. Sounds like they are opening up something back there. I'm gonna go look anyway. We're here. They got smoke still. We're gonna film anything we can film today.
Are you available?
Squad 1 in Milford. Steve, were you able to get on a hydrant? No, we're still hooking up now, though. Alright, then. Yeah, all the fire's not down. But, yeah, if you could hook up, that would be good. Yeah, we're running low. We're just under a quarter now.
They want another hydrant hookup.
6-9, 6-9, open. We got a hydrant over there, right?
It looks like there's fire inside the container.
Thank you. This way here, so it's gonna be a second.
They got fire inside the container. They got one line stretch that they operated some fire on top of the container, but it looks like the container is burning from the inside. All right, they're trying to get that container open. It was blocked with a lot of, as you see, little pieces of concrete. They said they have fire on top of it, but they knocked that down, so it must be coming from the inside. So we'll see when they get it open. They're trying to gain entry into this container, which obviously is on fire inside. They're moving all the material that was blocking the entrance to it. They're trying to cut into it on the side, as you can see. We got a lot more to go with these little pieces of concrete. They got it open. Let's see what's coming out of there. Almost. They're gonna put water in it. They got a lot of shit, it looks like, in there. Excuse my language.
91414 Alpha. Anthony, tell them we're continuing to use 2 and 2 with the rest fast. Lumber fire near a storage container. 10-4.
Alright, they're gonna put water in it now. They don't know what's in there. Looks like they threw out a couple grills.
2243. We're going to continue using 2 and 2 the rest fast for a lumber fire near a storage container.
Lumber fire, the chief called it. Becoming very smoky, so they're gonna have to start pulling stuff out of there to see where the fire is. It could be all the way in the back. Smoke is getting darker. Got oxygen now, so if it's in the back. Got a lot of grills in there. Look how dark the smoke is getting.
Those over units on the box for the time being. Back one.
It looks like the fire's in the back of the container.
1-4. And 1-4. For the exposures. And notify the infield commander that the duration is now 20 minutes. That's 4.
A lot of black smoke. Black and gray smoke.
Exposure 2 is the parking lot. Exposure 3 is Metro North Railroad track. And exposure 4 is the entrance to the Bronx market. 10-4, battalion 1-4.
All right, that was the report they gave. So the fire that they got before we got here was very minimal, coming from the top of the yeah, it's coming out in the back. There's the fire in the back, just as I said from early on.
2-8 squad. Squad. Yeah, it looks like it's burning in the conic spots in the rear. Fire is burned through. We're going to provide an access hole through the rear with the sword. Alright, then we'll go line around.
Box 8992, it's on the Marshall Parkway at West Overhaul Road for an auto execution. Box 8992, Marshall Parkway and West.
All right, the fire's burning in the back. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it because they're going back there. They're going to cut off inspection hole. There it is in the back. Let me go around the back and see if there's anything to see back there. I don't know what kind of access they got back there. I got water on the feet.
43, we just got a pole up for smoke in the auditorium, but that I'll go check it out. Alright, 10-4, box is transmitted.
Let me see the pops out in the back. It's blowing really heavy by black smoke in the front. There's the fire. Heavy black gray smoke pushing from the front. I knew by reading the smoke that it was in the back of it. It's a lumber yard. It looks like there was some fire on the back of the wood before we got here. They said pallets, but I see where they're charged. Right there, that's where the fire was popping out before. Look at the heavy smoke pushing out of it. Content is burning up in there.
630 with 343 Spot Fish Avenue, Boston Road to Nick Street for auto accident. 517 Box 630 with 343 Spot Fish Avenue, Boston Road to Nick Street for auto accident.
Yes, the container.
Box 3744 Road, automatic alarm on 64. 142 Stephens Avenue, 1703 and Boston Road, automatic alarm 64 loud.
They're putting water on it without opening up that door. Let me see how the smoke situation is going on in the front. I'm getting white smoke now in the front, so they're hitting whatever the fire was. Oh man, you guys have no idea how nasty that smells. Whatever the hell's in there. Let me see, they left the front and they all left the front and went to the back. Let's see if there's any fire visible from there.
1020 on box 2962 and 1020 on box 2962. Doors at 43. 397.
All right, it's getting better, but you saw what it took to get that water on there. So it looks like he was licking from the inside on those pallets of wood. Lumber. Look at all the stuff that they had to remove to get to the front of it. They still have fire in there, I'm certain of it. They're gonna have to remove all of that stuff. Look at all the, I guess they're cinder blocks. I don't know if they're cinder blocks or not. A lot of grills, a whole bunch of grills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 grills. Yeah, flames on the top. Somebody from up there said they got flames on the top.
2240, dispatch report I want.
All right, so whatever's burning in there towards the back, they're gonna need to remove, they need to get a forklift maybe and remove some of the stuff that's going on. Look at all the fireworks. And remove some of that stuff in order to get to the seat of the fire.
The 17 box cake.
And how the hell does a container like that catch on fire inside?
We're going to make this a 33 code 1. We've used 1 engine, 2 trucks.
They're still trying to get to the fire back there. I don't know if they opened up the door, so.
914 engine 71. 71. Billy, why don't you bring that other line to this other end here? 10-4.
All right, the chief wants a second line brought in. I thought they were doing that from the get-go. He's gonna have a second line brought in. Let me see if I could go. Let me see how far engine is. 7-1, way down there. They'll bring it over. Yeah, they're starting to remove the content. Big shit show for sure. I said, excuse my language, big shit show for sure with all the stuff in there. Nothing they can do, they just gotta remove it. There goes the gray and black smoke coming back up. So the oxygen is getting in there and feeding the fire wherever it is. It might be in the middle of the container. Let me go get them bringing the line in. Let's see, he's bringing the engine over, so. Maybe not, I don't know. They're gonna stretch another line from the other engine. Let's see, the smoke. See the center, the black center area, the black and gray, is getting oxygen in there. There's Skylar Fire.
Show for the 4-1. 4-1. I'm gonna shut down the line for 10 seconds. 10-4. Command to squad 4-1. Squad 4-1. Alright, Jason, we got 55 truck in the other end here, taking this stuff out of the trailer. So, if any of you guys operate that line, just let us know, right? Squad 4-1, 10-4.
All right, 71's gonna bring the line from over there. They're still trying to gain access back there, obviously. There's slowing going on. The intensity is getting a little less, but still a decent haze. I mean, not haze, a decent amount of smoke coming out of there. Okay, more black smoke and gray smoke pushing. The chief hasn't transmitted a 1075. He's using 2 and 2 right now. But maybe they could use the hands with all the stuff coming out of there. The 1075 unit.
Command, squad 4-1. Squad 4-1. Alright, Jason, it's getting pretty heavy on this end. I pulled everybody out. When they're done cutting, if you guys want to give it a shot on that end, the guys are still pulling the stuff out. They got about a quarter of the trailer unloaded, but it's getting too much over here. So just when you can, just operate the line, knock down whatever you got there. Squad 4-1, 10-4. Steve, are we back hooked up? Yeah, you're good.
Here comes the second line coming in.
1-4. Roger's asking for a progress report. Continuing to use 2 and 2 for a fire in a trailer, no extension to the building, 2-line stretch, 1 in operation. Tab 4. Tab 1 to show. Shoulder. Bobby, charge that line.
All right, they're gonna charge this line.
Tab 4, give me 30 seconds.
They're gonna hit it from the back with the line they have back there.
Fire in a storage container, no extension to the building. 10-4, Battalion 1-4.
Chief, we shut down the nozzle right now and 28 cutting again. Alright, 10-4.
1-4, Battalion K. Just got a phone call for 700 Exterior Street in the terminal market for an odor of smoke in the basement, K.
A very large building, so They got all those business, Home Depot, Target, BJ's, all that stuff. Best Buy, Burlington Coat Factory. So
1-4.
they're getting smoke in the
Ron has
basement.
another box out for 710 exterior for smoke in the basement. Alright, 10-4. We got all we can handle here.
They're putting out another box for the smoke inside the building. More than likely residual going in.
Okay, we're 4K. We're going to be operating at box 2243. Okay, we're 10-5.
Command to squad 4-1. Run for 1. Get the guys away from the back of that trailer on your end. I got 31 here. I want them to operate for a minute. Looks like it might be closer to this end. 10-4, stand by. I'll let you know when everyone's out of the way.
Alright, 2249, dispatcher 491.
Alright, they're removing the members from the other side back there with that line. So 71 could hit it. They're going to start hitting it now from this end.
Squad 4-1 in command, Chief. 71 can open that line. Alright, 10-4.
The extended operations, extended overhauling. They're gonna have to pull all that crap out of there for sure. All right, there's another fire coming in. We're gonna take up from here. A bunch of calls coming in for a fire.
Command to squad 4-1. Squad 4-1. Alright, we operated here. I think we knocked down some on our end. You guys can go back to cutting if you want.
All right, we're gonna go head to the other reports of a fire. Bunch of calls coming in.
Rescue on the way to 2142.
2142. All right, from Exterior Street here in the Boogie Down Bronx, you saw what was going on there. They're gonna do extensive overhaul. In 2 and 2, we're gonna see you on the other side.
Bronx asking these stitch for box 2142, the address 600 East 137th Street. New York City Housing Authority, high rise.
9 minutes.